The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. I'm going to just say it since nobody else is going to say it. I am ashamed of Kimora Lee Simmons and Russell Simmons because basically they just taught their daughter to go get the bag by any means necessary. Go get you an old 65-year-old man and just take all his money. Shameful. Shameful. Let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. All right, can y'all see me? What's up, everybody? And welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling? Let me say what's up to the people before we start, of course. Shout out to everybody coming in the room. What's up, Melanie Jones? What's up, Margot? Shout out to all my members, by the way. What's up, Juice? How you doing? Make sure you guys check our friend out, Juice Talk Radio Show. What's up? Who else we got here? Miss Nika. What's up, Miss Nika? What's up, Queen B More? What's up, Rosalind? What's up, Carol? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? What's up, Daddy's baby girl? Thank you for being here. What's up, Ariel? Shout out to everybody coming in the room right now. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. Let me see if I missed anybody. You know my vision is still bad. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to the doctor, y'all. Hopefully it's... A few years ago, my cornea was rejected and like I couldn't see shit. And so I think it might be rejecting again. Womp, womp, womp. Horrible. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into these topics. Don't even worry about that because I got a lot to say about the Kimora Lee Simmons situation and with Russell Simmons. Like, I know it's legal, that relationship. It's legal, right? Between Aoki and the billionaire. His name is Vittorio. I know it's legal. 21 and 65. That age gap. The girl is college educated. Like, why did she feel like she needed to go get a sugar daddy? Y'all, let's talk about Christian Keys first because y'all ain't gonna like what I have to say. So let's start out a little easy. So Christian Keys tonight has his episode of Uncensored. For those of you who don't know, Uncensored comes on TVOne. Basically, it's different actors and people in the industry talk about their career, and it's supposed to be uncensored, you know, unfiltered, the truth. Nobody's supposed to be lying. However, and a big however, I did get to see some of the previews of the episode. Christian Keys does not delve into that whole, you know, what happened between him and Tyler Perry. Now, if you guys remember that video where he was like, man, there's somebody keep effing with me. They keep effing with me. And, you know, he was doing this whole tirade. And then all of a sudden, it was like nothing ever happened. Totally removed it from his page. We put two and two together that he was talking about Tyler Perry because one, that's the only person that it could have been. And two, when people would ask him like, oh, is it Tyler? Is it Tyler? He wouldn't exactly say or answer it. But it seemed like it all faded away once he got him a paycheck. Which I ain't mad at you if you got a paycheck, right? I am not mad at you if you're getting a paycheck. However, Don't get us emotionally invested trying to figure out what's going on, and then you totally drop us like a bad habit. Don't do that. Please don't do that. If anything, what you should have done was not said anything until you were ready to say something. But you coming out, storming out there, throwing stuff, saying that you got these recordings and you already sent it to your lawyer and you were gonna give it to the police and then you didn't do anything? Oh, nah, Christian. You can't be doing that. But in this uncensored episode, he does talk a lot about his past with his mom. He didn't come from the best upbringing. He dives into that, but as far as Tyler Perry, he does not address that at all in this episode. I feel like it was a missed opportunity. If anything, this was probably the perfect timing where he should have started talking about it, but he chose not to. He chose not to. And again, probably because he was paid. Tonight at 10. It comes on TVOne at 10 o'clock. So yeah, he didn't mention it, didn't talk about it. So it's like it's water under the bridge. Nothing happened. He got a skincare line. His skincare line is called Black Don't Crack. That's not a joke. Black Don't Crack. That's what his skincare line is called. So he's selling the skincare to everybody, as a distraction. Like, hey, forget that all happened. Just go ahead and move over here with my skincare line and everything like that. I get it. If the person that was, messing with me or, and let me say allegedly, messing with me, threatening my career and stuff like that, finally paid me out, I really ain't got nothing else to say. I don't owe nobody an explanation. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. They paid me my money to shut up. I'm shutting up. Deleting everything, pretending like nothing happened. He ain't doing nothing that we wouldn't do, right? But again, you made it seem like this person has been messing with you for years and years and all this other stuff, but you'll take a paycheck just because, they paid you off for your silence. Were you really about justice? That's my issue, you guys. You come out here and say somebody's been harassing you in the industry, but then as soon as they pay you, you go quiet. You go completely silent. Don't come out here and make bold statements like that, because here's the thing. It stopped with you, right? But it's probably going to happen to other people. It stopped with you, but it's probably going to go on and on forever. Now that you just completely went, oh yeah, whatever. No, okay, well, I'm going to shut up and just take this money. Because here's my thing. Some of y'all might disagree, but what he could have just did was just go to whoever it was. I don't want to say it was Tyler. But he could have went to this anonymous person and been like, hey, you don't make this right, I'm going to go to the public and do X, Y, and Z. Like, did he really have to do this whole live video and tell us about how he was so stressed and all this stuff? Or did he feel like that was his only way he was going to get paid? You never know. You really never know. But let me know if you guys agree or disagree. Do you guys think that Christian should have outed who the person was, or does he have a right to be quiet? 1, he should have outed the person. 2, he did the right thing by staying quiet about it. 30-second countdown. Because here's my thing. I don't know his sales on his skincare line, but do we care about that? No. What we cared about was you telling us who the hell did X, Y, and Z. We didn't care about your skincare line. And I still don't think we care about it. Do we care about his skin line, y'all? Put a 1 if you care about his skin line. Nobody. Exactly. Nobody cares about your skin line. We wanted you to come out with your truth and don't BS us. What's up, Starneat? Don't BS us. Don't have us, waiting to see what's gonna happen and have us behind you, supporting you like rah rah, we got your back. And then you totally just be all like, oh well, I got a skincare line. Who cares about what happened in the past? Look at my skincare line. Ain't nobody buying your damn skincare. Like, come on now. Let me read some of your comments. Yep, nope. I don't think Christian ever wanted to out the person. I think it was money, motive. Woo! Yes, yes. Now we getting some truth. I agree, but it wasn't about justice. It's my opinion. Right, right, right. Rich said probably there are some legal reasons. Oh, definitely could be. We definitely have to put that on the spectrum. There could be legal reasons. If it was about justice, he should have just outed. Right, critical. Right. This man was just totally playing us. The whole time, totally playing us, did not give a damn, did not care. Crazy. And make sure you guys are hitting that like button too as well. I appreciate that. All right. I'm going to save Diddy for last. We're going to go ahead and go on to this. I do not like this. I do not like this. So that man that Aoki is kissing, right? Aoki Lee Simmons. That's Russell Simmons and Kimora Lee Simmons' daughter. That elder man is a restaurateur. He has like a whole bunch of different restaurants. He's also an author, but he's 65 years old and she's 21. She kissed them all in the mouth, and originally she didn't know why people were DMing her and she was getting so many messages. Well, they're in St. Barth, right? St. Barth, right? And she's all like, oh, now I know why people are messaging me and asking me about what's going on. And she even did a live on Instagram where, she was all like, oh, what's your favorite part of the trip? Blah, 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 talking to him in the car. Like, she is not ashamed about this at all. Now, should she be ashamed of it? Yes, but no, because like I said, this is legal. We don't like it, but it is legal. I do have to say that, But it's very disgusting. And I just feel like for me personally, Kimora Lee Simmons was one of those people that went around, hopping from for money to different men in the industry and happened to be rich men. I mean, the last husband was a billionaire, but was he really a billionaire because he got tied up in all that? That's why Russell Simmons is, sued Kimora and her billionaire husband, quote unquote, because they had took his money and had that whole pyramid scheme going on. Yeah, it was a lot to it. So my thing is that, Kimora and Russell probably was all like, yeah, go get you a sugar daddy. And it was so crazy because people have found the clip where Aoki was talking about, if you don't give me, like a few years ago, if you don't give me a larger allowance, I'll be forced to go find a sugar daddy. And she did. She wasn't lying about that, y'all. She said, if you don't give me a no allowance, I'm going to go get me a sugar daddy. She took that to heart. But let me ask you guys real quick. Do you feel that this age... Now, let me just not say just the age gap. But are you guys comfortable with this relationship? Yes or no? I ain't going to do another 30-second countdown, but are you guys comfortable with this relationship? Yes or no? What's up, Benito? What's up, Sexy60? I see everybody coming in the room. 65 and 21. So over a 40-year age gap. Hell no. Right. Well, other countries have been doing this for decades. Right. You're right about that. And it's expected and celebrated. And the young girls are much younger. True. But Juice, we talking about America. In America, do y'all feel... And Juice, you're right, by the way. But in America, only in America, are we comfortable with this situation? Yes or no? This is a big hell no. And this is a college-educated woman. See, Ariel said at 30, I dated at 75. Just like I was talking about Cher and her dude, right? Even though Cher has a 40-year gap, right? Between her and AE, the producer, at least he's in his 30s. I think we're the same age. So, because I'm in my 30s. At least he's in his 30s, right? And she's 70, whatever. Okay, makes sense, right? Well, it kind of doesn't, but at least, he's older and has grown. But this dude is literally got him a young Teneroni. Was he listening to Bobby Brown? He got him a little Teneroni. And then here's the thing, too. Like, what's going on in that household with Kimora Lee Simmons? We know Russell Simmons ain't got no money. But damn, Kimora Lee Simmons ain't got no money either? Are you okay with this? And the reason, y'all, I'm making this such a big deal is because you can't forget Kimora Lee Simmons and Russell Simmons was dating when she was 15 and he was like 32. Like mother, like daughter? Yeah, did y'all know that? Kimora was 15 years old when Russell Simmons, yeah. And she talked about on that live, remember she was ranting after, him and the girls got into an argument or whatever? Well, it was actually Aoki that he got in the argument with. And she was like, yeah, everybody knows, I was 15. I went to my proms. She said her prom, her sophomore year, she had a date. But her junior, senior year, she didn't have a date because she was dating Russell Simmons. And she said everybody knew we were together. So yeah, Russell Simmons had him a 15-year-old. Listen, didn't I tell you guys that rumor? We're going to get into Diddy, but didn't I tell you guys that rumor? That Diddy is the reason why Diddy is because he learned it from Russell Simmons and Andre Harrell. It all makes sense now, right? It all ties in together. And so knowing that this man, was dating a 15-year-old, and mind you, they're showing support. Russell Simmons, posted something about unconditional love and all this stuff. He's been posting his daughters on his stories, not telling them like, yo, what you doing with granddaddy? Why are you with this granddaddy? I don't like it. I mean, let me go ahead and ask you guys again. We got more people in the room. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you already have it. Are you guys comfortable with this relationship with Vittorio and Aoki? Are you guys comfortable with this relationship? Let's do a 30-second countdown. You don't even have an avatar, and I was born in America, and my history goes back to the slave boat, so you don't even know what you're talking about. So because you sound ignorant, you gonna get your ass up out of here, ho. Get your ass up out of here, bitch. Don't you ever come and say no disrespectful shit like that about me. Ho, get your ass up out of here. Sorry, y'all. It's Sunday. I'm a Christian. Take me to the King. Hallelujah. Sorry. Their business, look, I don't know. I'm not comfortable, but it ain't me. Right. True. My thing is who took them pics. I think it was like the paparazzi. Now, how the paparazzi be on islands and stuff like that's what I worry. Like when these celebrities be going on vacation, now how all of a sudden the paparazzi got there? Like mother, like daughter, business is business, right? What really is the relationship? Are they sexually involved? Well, I mean, Juice, when two adults get together, I'm pretty sure they doing the do. Now, I don't know if they doing the do, but I'm pretty sure they doing the do. I wouldn't want to do it. I am, since both are over 21. It's not me. Okay. Yeah, I just feel like there was other ways that the girl could have went and got her money. Yeah, it's just not a good look. Right, the way they was kissing in the mouth. Don't make me put up the picture again. We can safely assume, when two become one. you know. Again, that's why I was stressing. I was all like, hey, it's legal. What is going on is legal. Let me just say that. But I'm just all like, what made her want to? And she was on Instagram and Instagram, another Instagram live. This is separate, but she was like, "Yo, like, don't talk about say I look trigger warning anorexic, and talk about you can see this and that." Because brands don't want to work with me because they think I'm anorexic, and that's going to hurt me and stuff like that, where I don't get jobs and stuff like that. And I was like, damn, that's actually pretty sad. So I'm thinking like I'm not saying she's anorexic, by the way, but she was saying don't say that. But I think she has like a lot of insecurities, and especially because her and her dad are their relationship is so up and down. Now they're on good terms, but remember just last year we were talking about how they weren't. But I think that probably does a lot. It has a lot to deal with her mental health. So I don't want to make it seem like I'm beating up on her or anything like that. This is more about Russell and Kimora Lee Simmons. Like, I feel like they basically taught her, hey, get the bag any way you can. Get the bag. Especially the mama. Get it how you fit in. Like, I got the rest of these kids to take care of, so I can't give you that much money. So go ahead and get the money. That's how I feel, y'all. Possibly, possibly. Okay, I'm reading some of your comments. Let me pull it up here real quick. And shout out to everybody on Facebook watching. Make sure y'all hit the like on there too. And while we take a moment, also shout out to our friends by Inspired by Candle Company. Shout out to our friend Brandy. This is the Smell Mahogany Bliss. Make sure you check them out. I also have the cocoa butter one. They have scents for everybody, so make sure you guys check them out. I'm telling you, it smells so good. And you get 10% off when you use my promo code AT210. It's pinned up at the top, so don't forget that. Well, she's doing that to herself, and if she's comfortable with her weight, then right. True, true. I definitely agree. Mm, I can see that too. Okay, y'all making some good points. I like that. I like that. Thank you, French Life. Yeah, but for me, I'm just all like, this ain't looking good. At least for me, I'm just all like, I think there's a lot going on with her, a lot, and maybe she feel like this guy is her way out. This guy is her way out of all the BS and everything else that's going on. I'm letting her live. Okay, let's see. Okay. And French, and by the way, French has said, in my opinion, as parents, they collectively failed that girl in every way. Definitely could see that. What's up, Mimi? Yeah. But of course, we gonna let her live. We gonna let her do her thing. But I was just all like, knowing Kimora and Russell's history and stuff like that, I was all like, yeah, they felt that girl. They probably spent more. She probably spent more time, searching for her own man, and then he probably spent so much time losing money and getting in all these lawsuits and had to run to Bali. So I mean, he's a father from afar, not. It is what it is. It is what it is. But just don't have no baby by him, Aoki. Like, just don't have no baby. Have your fun, do your thug thizzle, but just don't have a baby with that man. Because I heard when you have a big... Never mind. Never mind. It was a jokey joke, but I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna move on from that. Okay, so I wanted to go ahead and talk about Diddy and how, he ain't got no friends. What about your friends? Are they gonna stand around? Are they gonna let you down? Where are Diddy's friends? He is suffering by himself. Which, I mean, granted, he did it by himself, right? He's suffering. He's on an island on his own. But damn, ain't nobody coming out and swinging for him and defending him. And I want to say something. Ray J said something smart. Ray J said he thinks people are just trying to process this and really figure out what's going on. And I was like, you know what? That could be true. Now, I don't think true for all of them, but I think true for some that, might not have like a close relationship with Diddy, but just know him, met him a few times and stuff like that. They're probably still trying to process. However, where's the French Montanas? Where's the Jay-Z's? Where are the Rick Rosses? Where are those kind of people? Ashton Kutcher. I seen something that they said the feds might ask Ashton Kutcher and Demi Moore and all that stuff. I don't know anything about that. I didn't look into that, but I will later, now that I remember it. But, I heard a rumor the feds are looking into them. So where are the friends? Where are the people to be like, oh, man, hey, I know Diddy. He's not like this. The only person he got is Stevie J. Stevie J is his only friend. And thank you for complimenting me on my singing, you guys. I see y'all in the chat. The only friend he got is Stevie J. And like I said, Stevie J is a clout chaser. He needs anybody to be his friend. I honestly think that I still go with it speaks volumes that nobody else is saying nothing. Whether they are guilty too or they just want to disassociate themselves with Diddy, it really teaches you who your friends are when you're going through something. Can we all agree with that? Put a 1 in the chat. You learn who your friends are when you really going through something. When you homeless, when you don't have anything to eat, when you don't have no gas money, when you get a flat tire, you realize who your friends are. How many times I've been on the side of the road all like, hey, I got a flat tire, my car stopped. And I'm calling everybody trying to see who got AAA, who got this, who got that. And nobody is there to help me. I've been in those binds before too. I've been looking like, dang, where's everybody at? I hope if the feds came and knocked on my door and said I was doing X, Y, and Z, that y'all would at least, be all like, hey, that's not AT2. That's not the AT2 I know. But hell, you never really know. Maybe people would throw me away. And so why I said Diddy is suffering is because literally, like all them people that were supposed to be there for him and around him, they're not there. And a lot of people are under the impression that, oh, maybe they're talking to him, behind the scenes and stuff like that. Nah, they completely just staying away. You got to think about it too. Those other people, they got to think about their image. They're not trying to ruin their brand. Because at the end of the day, they're not rich like Diddy. They don't have the same opportunities to F up and stuff like that. They make one wrong move, it's all over for them. And they ain't going to have Diddy to cover their backs because he already, spending his money trying to fight. And I think we also have to have this conversation too as well about Tyrone Blackburn and the whole Diddy situation. And this is the reason why I use this picture. So I've gotten a few comments on a few of my videos talking about, oh, you must be paid by Diddy and blah, blah, blah. Because I was talking about Tyrone Blackburn and his shady practices. Also last week when I had Couture Bay, Juice, Real, some of y'all didn't like some of the commentary or the things they had to say. Rightfully so. You guys are, welcome to your opinion and stuff like that. However, we got to get in the space where we can listen to other people's opinion. And I think some people are thinking that, oh, if you're not against Diddy, you're not for the victims. And it's not like that at all, you guys. We have to be able to have a conversation, a civil conversation like, hey, I don't agree with this, but I agree with this. I can see it this way. It That's what we do on here on YouTube. We literally are giving commentary and giving our thoughts and opinions on different issues that are going on. And not all of us are going to think the same. Now, do I think that Diddy is, a monster? Yeah, I definitely do. I definitely do. I would never deny that. But with Tyrone Blackburn, going to the grievance committee because he's always filing these outlandish lawsuits and then having to amend them and change them and clean them up and make them just look normal instead of like these lavish stories and exaggerated fairy tales and fantasies that he has. It tells you a lot. And like I said, the only case that we know Byron has, I mean, not Byron, Tyrone Blackburn has won is that one, that case that he, with his Morgan Stanley. That's the only one. And then he started his own law practice with the winnings. That's the only case he won that we know of. But other than that, Jennifer Huff is still out there, I don't even know where she is. She went completely silent because this woman was literally fighting for her life because she said Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty was trying to do stuff to her. Sabrina Peterson against T.I. and Tiny. She owes them $100,000. Now, how she go from being the victim to now being the person that owes them money? All the other victims, now he didn't file lawsuits against T.I. and Tiny with the other victims, but there's a whole list of these other victims going on and stuff like that. And all that stuff got squashed, and we haven't heard anything about it ever again. Now we have this Diddy situation. He's literally, an ambulance chaser. Remember we were talking about that? Ambulance chaser. Just chasing the ambulance, looking for the next hottest story, anything tied to a celebrity. Notice when, after some time goes on, he deletes stuff from his website, he'll delete stuff from his Instagram and pretend like nothing ever happened. That lets you know everything. If he was really for justice, he'll be out there fighting. And granted, a lot of people love going to Tyrone Blackburn or working with him because a lot of those celebrity cases he do pro bono. Sabrina, Jennifer Huff, and now we know Little Rod. I'll do it pro bono, but you're gonna have to give me the juice and tell me this outlandish story so we can make some money. And the whole point of him doing those outlandish, and it was stated in that article, the reason why he does these outlandish stories is because the defendant will be so embarrassed that, okay, let me just hurry up and settle. Let me hurry up and settle with you because this is so crazy and so out there. I don't want anybody to know, all these little details. So I'm going to just quickly settle with you. It's a strategy. And so when you have someone like Tyrone Blackburn, I'm like, no, something ain't right about this. Like, this guy is literally looking for, that big break. Like, oh, I was on this case and, I was able to win and all this. Yeah, this is what this guy is looking for. I don't like it. I do not like it at all. This guy is shady. He's not to be trusted at all, I think Diddy is a crook in the business, but I'll let the other stuff play out. I didn't get my invite to the party. Right. Right. Boom. That's what I'm saying. Right, Queen. This is nothing new. Been going on for a long time. Diddy is probably tormented man. Right. I just feel like there's some truth to what's going on. Like when it came to Cassie, I had no doubt she was telling the truth. I had no doubt about it. I was like, yep, I believe her. But do I believe everybody that comes forward? No, because I mean, let's be honest. We know usually when one person comes forward, then it's the whole list of people that come forward afterwards, right? And then you kind of pick through each story and figure out, okay, well, all right, are all of these true? Just like the Ti and Tiny, I'll be the first one to admit when I heard all the victims of Ti and Tiny, I automatically believed it. I believed every single one of them. And then I was all like, okay, well, now that time has gone past and it doesn't seem like they're filing any lawsuits, I got suspicious and I was all like, okay, I don't think all of these are true. Now, whether T.I. and Tiny are freakazoids, we know that to be true. That's no doubt. And I don't care if they sue, I ain't gonna say allegedly. We know they some freaks, right? But have they done anything illegal or forced anyone? That I cannot say. And the reason why I say I know they freaks and stuff like that, because you know they paid Black China for her services before too, right? Y'all know about that? So we know they, get girls and have them come. We know all that. We know all that. That's not a question. Is if they did anything illegal is the question. Uh, Tyrone is a grandstander. If he was a good attorney, he wouldn't been. He wouldn't need these tactics. Right. What victims? We only heard Sabrina. Yeah, because the other ones didn't have any name. You're right, Queen B. Moore. The other ones didn't have any names. Jennifer Hoff should have hired Stephanie Collins as a lawyer. Right. Shout out to Steph. Yeah. AKA Vampire Collins. Yeah. But again, he knows who to go to. I'm going to go to people who don't have any money, but they have a high profile case, and I'm gonna fight for them because I'm fighting for justice and stuff like that. But he's never trying to actually get them justice. It's all about a check. What's up, Jackie? It's all about a It's all about a check. It's the only thing he cares about. So when it comes to Tyrone Blackburn, I'm like, I don't believe it. Just like the Christian Combs, Diddy's son, King Combs. I don't know if I believe that lawsuit. Now again, I know there's recordings. When we hear the recordings, maybe I'll feel differently, but I don't believe everything in that lawsuit. Even the picture of the bruise on her arm, I was like, nah, I don't know when that was taken. It just didn't, yeah. I wasn't convinced. Is it a salacious story? And it's all like, oh, yeah. Like, let's be honest. A lot of people will hop on any salacious story and be all like, oh, yeah, I know this is true. I could easily do that and be all like, oh, yeah, this is all true, y'all. This is I can't get on here and tell y'all that in good faith. I would never want to do that to y'all and be like, yeah, I believe it when I know something is bullshit. Or when I believe something is bullshit. I would never get on here and tell y'all, oh yeah, it's the truth. But you see a lot of videos on here where everybody's like, yeah, everything's true. Yeah. Because they love the click and the view. I'm not going to do that to y'all. Oh, you think it could be AI audio? Wow. I didn't think about that. See, I don't believe people just because exactly, you can't. You can't. You have to use your own discernment. Ooh, like her mother taught her. Ooh. Okay, Sonya a little bit behind, but okay. I get you, Sonya. Okay. Dang. But yeah, so that's what my point was. Like, we have to be able to have a conversation when it comes to Diddy, whether we believe it or we don't believe it. Again, we don't know what the feds have said. All we know is that they were looking for certain things and they collected tapes and weapons. That's all we know. So we still have to wait for their investigation. And like I said, that's going to take like a month or two for them to finish that. So at the end of the day, we're not going to know anything. We still have these civil cases. Don't get me wrong. We still have those. And we'll wait to see what happens. Like I said, in the Little Rod case, I know Little Rod had been talking about Diddy not paying them and stuff like that before the lawsuit came. So that was something that I had known about. So I was like, okay, this guy seems legit. Now, do I believe everything in his lawsuit? No, because it's tied to Tyrone Blackburn. So I don't believe everything in his lawsuit, but I do believe there's some truth in there. Obviously, when it came to the drug mule, the Brandon Paul, he got caught in the airport with cocaine and the marijuana gummies. So yeah, he might be the guy that supplies Diddy with his drugs. So yeah, that makes sense to me, right? What's up, Miss Curiosity? Yeah, so that story made sense to me because Diddy did get caught at the airport. Well, his guy, Brandon Paul, got caught in the airport with the substances. So when Little Rod talking about, yeah, that's the guy who supplies him with his stuff, okay, that makes sense. That's true. That is not a lie. Now, we didn't see Diddy, eat it or, sniff or anything like that. But I mean, the guy does have the supply of the drug, so we know that part is true. But can I go in there and say, yeah, everything that he said is true? No, I'm going to use my own discernment and be all like, okay, I believe this, but I don't believe this. And I think we need to come to a point where we can agree to disagree, but we got to respect each other. Like, nobody is wrong. Hey, we don't know until they finally come out with that judgment. Yeah, and make sure y'all all hit that thumbs up too, like Miss Curiosity said. Folks are not giving Lil Rod credit. He was right about the drug supplier. Right, Human Nature, yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely giving him his credit. Oh, you think that was a setup? Oh, okay. Or are you saying like you feel like the Brandon guy might be working with the feds and so he set Diddy up? That could be something. I don't know. I ain't gonna say y'all wrong about that. That's a good point. It definitely could be a situation where they working on the inside because they said allegedly Brandon and Christina Karam, they're supposed to be flipping on Diddy. So we're still waiting to see that. Wait until the feds arrest Diddy and go down his list of charges. Right. Right. So let me ask you guys real quick. And I won't do a 30-second countdown. Are you guys convinced that Diddy is this horrible person? Or are you waiting to get more evidence? Because I feel like I don't need more evidence. I just can't say he did anything criminal yet until he gets, arrested. Clank, clank. Like, I believe he's a horrible man. Like, don't get me wrong. But is he going to be in handcuffs? That's a totally different question. Are they going to do him like a Bishop Whitehead? That's what I need to see. Are they going to do him like Bishop Whitehead? Then I'll be able to tell y'all, yep, okay, we got this. But until then, I can't, put anything on it till we see that. Melanie said, Diddy ain't no saint. I don't know to what level, though. That walking for a cheesecake was enough. He will be in handcuffs. Rich said, no, I believe you don't want to be in business with him. Right, because everybody is broke when you're with Diddy. I agree with you, AT2. It's both. Right. Think most of the time, right? Oh, you think, okay, Lexi said by the end of this year, he'll be in handcuffs arrested. Okay. French said, I think there's a lot of other players involved, but Def Puff is involved. I agree. I believe it, but I don't think he would go down for it. Ooh, okay. Okay, you guys have a lot of good points on there. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the show right here. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I was going to add in that whole fresh and fit, getting the Chinese immigrant pregnant. I'm gonna do a different show for that one because that the whole manosphere red pill thing, that's a topic in itself. So I'm gonna save that for another day. But please let me know if you're watching the replay what you guys thought about the show. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you already have it. And if you're on Facebook, make sure you follow the channel too as well and hit that like button. I didn't get any Cash App, PayPal, Venmos, or Super Chat, Super Stickers, but if I do later, I'll definitely thank you. But other than that, y'all, we out. Deuces, y'all.